I know I said that I wasn't going to do any more videos about giving this away, but I didn't really have a whole lot of modification things planned for the weekend, and I was just working on a couple lamps. And I figured I'd give you guys one more chance to get in to win this guy. It's one of the cooler lamps I've ever made. If I hadn't agreed to give this one away, it would have been one of those very rare occurrences where I would have kept this one and it would have gone on my nightstand. I love this lamp, but I'm going to give it to one of you guys. If you haven't entered yet, and even if you have, you can throw it on there and see if I don't notice that you entered twice. And it's a good chance I won't. So all you got to do is subscribe to my channel and comment something on this video or the other two videos about this lamp. I don't care what you comment. It could be absolutely anything. It doesn't matter what you comment. You'll be in to win this lamp. And next Saturday, I'm going to be posting the giveaway video where I'm going to draw a name out of all of those people, and I'm going to give this lamp away, and I will get it to you. I will ship it out immediately. As long as it's not blisteringly cold, I will ship it out as quickly as humanly possible to get to you, hopefully by Christmas. If it's super, super cold, we might have to pick a day to get it out of the area, depending on where I'm shipping it. We might have to delay when I get it out by a couple days, one way or the other. If it's like 15 degrees overnight, I don't want to ship this. It is a modern setup, so it can freeze and cause problems with it. And especially how cool this lamp is, I don't want to mess it up. But I'll do the best I can to get it for you by Christmas. We'll let this run. I can point out a couple other little weird things while we're going. This lamp I love this lamp. It's perfect. The one that I'm giving away to win. This actually isn't the base I'm going to give it on because this one has a dent. It's one of my testing bases. I'll give you a nice base with a dimmer on it. Although this lamp I have like perfectly balanced where you don't even need a dimmer, but I'll put a dimmer on it anyways just so you can play with it. This lamp's one I'm doing for somebody I occasionally do custom work with. It's not right. It's too much surf in it. Need to cut that back. There's no ropey flow in this thing. I thought I went light on the surf in that one, but I didn't. This lamp over here is pretty cool. I'm sure in the video it looks straight black, and in 95% of the applications it does look jet black. It's actually a really dark ink blue, but if you like look down into the base, sometimes it doesn't even right now. But if all the wax is up and moving around, it does have like a bluish pinkish hue at the bottom of it. I could go over to complete black with it. I don't really want to. It's a cool lamp. It flows really nice already. The green one at the end is a nightmare that's been giving me problems for months. I'll eventually get that figured out. It's actually just whatever I used for a dye, and it's been bleeding. And a lot of the times I can dye a wax. If it starts to bleed, I can usually run it. Whatever's bleeding in the fluid, I can get the bleed into the fluid out, replace the fluid, and it's good. This one has not been so friendly. I'm probably going to end up caving and just doing a yellow fluid with a green wax instead. And that way I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I'm going to run that one and see if I got rid of most of the color bleed. Because if it's color bleeding now, it will continue to color bleed and cause problems over the long run. Once I give this away, because I spent a lot of time already writing names on raffle tickets, because that's what I said previously, is I got this big lava lamp bank. Everybody who entered the contest is going to get their username written on the back of a raffle ticket. I did like 700 of them last night. And I'm going to put it inside that big lava lamp bank, and I'm just going to draw a name out of that, and then I'll get in touch with you. But once I'm done with the giveaway for this lamp, it's going to be full-on finish the wax video. And I know I've talked about it enough, but I'm going to bring it up again just because I had a long conversation with somebody off Discord this morning that had been trying to get in touch with me, talking about homemade wax. And a lot of the times I'll see those messages, I'll forget to answer them because honestly, 75% of the time someone's like, oh, I want to talk to you about how I make things. And maybe we can trade information back and forth. And then I'll be like, all right, what do you got? And it's like, well, I put food coloring in this Chinese lamp. It's like, okay, cool. That doesn't do anything for me. Actually, the person I talked to this morning really knew their stuff, and I was impressed. But that's something I gotta just really dig in with the wax video that's coming. A lot of people have been talking around. Derek's gonna change up the whole game. He's gonna put those companies out of business. It's not what this is going to be about. One, I don't want to put anybody out of business. Those companies exist to give people easy options to modify their lamps, and they need to exist because most people aren't going to want to get into the process it is to make wax from scratch. And there's different ways to do it. And like I said, this version I'm going to be doing is not going to be that different from some of the recipes you can find online about making a perk-based wax. Every time I mention perk, do it safely. It's not going to be showing anything earth breaking, ground shattering. That's just that a lot of people haven't seen, haven't known before. But the big reason I'm going to be doing this video is a lot of people don't know how to balance a lamp. They'll put in homemade wax and it'll not work properly, and then they don't know where to go from there. When I show you how to do this wax, it's going to be the overwhelming majority of that video is going to be about, okay, look what this is doing. How do we balance it? The wax is too light, the fluid's too heavy, wax is too heavy, fluid's too light. It's going to be kind of about, okay, this is what this is doing. This is what we can do to fix it. And that's what the whole wax thing is going to be about. Is teaching is more than anything, even more than showing you how to make a wax, which it is going to do, is going to be teaching you guys how to address density issues within a lava lamp. And that's one of the most important things you can learn when you're trying to get into making custom lamps and do-it-yourself recipes and things like that. If you don't know how to balance a lamp, address and identify issues with density within fluid or wax, you're not going to be able to figure it out yourself. And that's one of the big things that this wax video is going to be doing. And that's one of the biggest reasons I'm doing it, is because 90% of the time somebody sends me my lamp's having a problem, they send it to me and it's a fluid density issue. So, and like I said before, once I show you how to address density issues, I can start showing you how to do more things. That way, if there's an issue with that, I can say, just go back, watch the wax video. This is what your lamp's doing. This is how you address it. It all says it in the video. So we can go from there. But I have been working on it. I have probably half of it filmed. The problem is it's going to take probably an entire day, maybe more of my time. That's probably multiple days before I'm done with it. So I'm aiming for January. Please bear with me. I will release it. I know everyone's going, well, is he even going to release it? I am going to release it, but I think some people are expecting more than what it's going to be. It will show you how to make a wax, a functional wax, a wax that'll work in your lamps, and it's going to. But the problem is, the biggest thing is it's going to be showing you how to address the problems that come up with creating a wax from scratch. Especially seeing as every size lamp is different. I'm going to be doing a grande mostly because I do grandes. If you've watched my channel at all, you know that that's what I do. But the principles are the same. The idea, when you look at it, you'll be able to tell if something's too dense or something's too light, and how to go about changing that. And you can use that in small lamps and you can use it in big lamps. These just present really well and they're easy to film. So I'm going to be using it in one of those. And large scale lamps, I get some flack for it sometimes, are typically a little bit more forgiving than the smaller globes like 32s, or even they made a couple of globes even smaller than that. God, I hate this lamp. I hate what this thing's doing right now, but I'll fix that later today. When I pick somebody to win this awesome thing, shortly after, I will announce another giveaway. And it's going to be a few months before not a few months before I announce it. It'll be in a week or two after I give this away. I will announce another giveaway. I don't know if it's going to be a grande. I keep looking at my coach light, which I think I might do something with that. I don't know whether I should change anything in it because people get aggressive when you change things with rare vintage lamps. Maybe I'll give my coach light away. Maybe I'll give, because I don't really need it. I don't have a crazy collection anymore. That thing doesn't get displayed, so it's kind of a shame it doesn't get its love that it should. Maybe I'll give a coach light away. Maybe I'll give another grande away. I don't know, but I will keep up with giving things away every few months or so. So as soon as this is done, within a week or two afterwards, I'll pick what I'm going to give away. I'll do a video on that, and it's going to be popping into a different gear to try to get that wax video done for you guys. This thing's awful. But I'm going to keep it filming for a little while just because this will give you a chance to really look at what this thing does. I'm going to post some things on Reddit and Facebook and some of the other places just to let people know you got one more chance to get into this. Next Saturday, the 14th. Let me check the calendar just so I don't lie to you. I'm going to do the actual video on Friday the 13th. So you got to get into this contest if you want to win this lamp. Absolute latest by the evening of Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Nice. And if you're in by then, you're going to have a chance to win this guy. Friday the 13th is going to be the night that I finish writing all the tickets to see who gets to get in the contest to win this. And then Saturday, actually Friday night is probably the night I'm going to do the video. And then that way it gives me a chance to try to reach out to the person prior to the video. And then Saturday I'm going to post the video just publicly announcing, showing how I picked the winner and everything like that. So you have until next Friday to get in to win this. And I'm telling you, get in. Whoever gets it's going to get an awesome lamp. This thing is awesome. I really wish I didn't have to give it away because I love this lamp, which never happens when I make grandes. I get questions all the time. Oh, aren't you upset that you have to lose that lamp? It's like, I don't. 90% of the lamps that I do, I do them to sell. And on to the next one. This one I just love. I love the color. I love the flow. I love how it presents itself. It's everything about this lamp is awesome. And there is little bits of me that go, oh, damn, I should have given something else away because I didn't realize how much I loved this lamp. And I know most of the videos show it. It looks like it's just black in the videos. It's not. It's this really awesome, like cherry plum purple. Presents differently whether it's in the dark or whether it's in the light. Or, like I said, you don't put your lamps by the windows, but when you do, this thing does look pretty awesome. It's definitely one of my favorite lamps I've ever made. And I know I said I wasn't going to do another video about giving this away. Some people might be irritated that it's kind of watering down their chances, but I'm giving away a lamp that I probably get about $500 for on eBay, so I get to make the rules. But so be in by next Friday to win this, and everybody's got just as good chance as anybody else. And I'll pick somebody Friday night, and I'll post the video on Saturday. So everybody will see the video about this thing being released on sometime on Saturday afternoon, probably. And then I will probably have it. No, I'm not going to have it boxed because I'm going to want to have this thing flowing while I do the video. So I'll get it boxed up on Saturday, and I will get it out probably that Monday. So it's Monday the 16th will ship, and that should give it time to get to any part of the continental U.S. by Christmas, as long as Monday morning's not 0 degrees out. I want it to be above freezing, ideally. It is New England. I'm sure you can tell that there's snow on the ground outside. But I know next week we're supposed to have some 50, 55-degree temperatures, so things are going to warm up. So as long as it's not freezing after that, it will go out as quickly as humanly possible. Oh, and why I was going to do a video with the giant rocket lamp in my basement running, but I ended up replacing all the fluid on it. I filtered it, and I didn't like what I was having. I filtered it, and I didn't like one of the things that it was doing with it. So I ended up making new solution, and the surfactant level is off. So it's too high. So I need to dilute some of that fluid, and then I'll do a video with that thing running. Just because I know there were some people that said, "Well, why'd you do a video on this thing if you didn't have it running?" I don't know. So get in by next Friday. You can win this thing. And it's a hell of a prize because, like I said, this lamp is awesome. As always, don't drink your lamps.